On the evening prior to Super Bowl IV, while the French Quarter partied, two men met secretly in a New Orleans hotel room.
So we go in there. I said, "What is it you want, Smush?" He says, "I got to wire you for sound." I said, "Sound? For what, tomorrow?" He said, "Yeah, for the Super Bowl game." I said, "You got to be crazy."
I said, "Hank, listen. You know what this means? I mean, it's never been done before. You'll be the first one to be wired for a Super Bowl."
He said, "The only thing they've had like it was a fictitious thing that Pat O'Brien did for the Newt Rockney story."
Not only that, but your grandchildren, your children, you'll go down in history. It'll be something that they'll never forget for years, forever. They'll see the great coach on the screen.
I said, "Why don't you call Bud Grant?" I said, "He's a good friend, a great guy, a great coach and everything. Call Bud, let him do it."
"Well, who's going to know about this?" I said, "Nobody."
He said, "How do you feel about it?" I said, "I don't feel too good about it."
"Just you and I and the cameraman. He's the only one that's going to know."
So I said, "I tell you what, Smush, I'll do it on one condition. Nobody in the organization must know that I'm going to be wired for sound because I don't want it to be a circus."
Come on, Lenny. Pump it in there, baby. Just keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys.
I thought something was wrong with Hank. Because generally, since I called the plays, and generally when I come to the sidelines, he'd ask me, "Are you working on anything special?" Instead of that, all of a sudden he says, "Lenny, you got to do this."
Let's have a blue right slot fake draw 908-51 GO reverse. You know, yeah. Okay.
I've seen him other times as animated, but he was in rare form and pretty glib.
Mr. Official, let me ask you something.
Okay, Coach, go ahead.
How can six of you miss a play like that, huh? All six of them. The ball jumped out of there as soon as we made contact, and nobody.
I thought you were talking about you being on the field.
No. What?
None of those things were done with the idea of ridicule. They were just spontaneous things that evolved during the course of the game, the way the game came.
65 toss power trap. Look for 65 toss power trap. What does it look like?
Hey, look for our 65 toss power trap. Let's see what it looks like.
I'm always amazed. I'll go through an airport and somebody says, "Hey, Coach, what about 65 toss power trap?"
65 toss power trap. It might pop wide open, Rats.
Ironically, that's the first time we used the play all year long.
Was it there, boys? Was that there, Rats? Nice going, baby. Yes, sir, Rats.
He has a very healthy ego.
Yeah! The mentor. 65 toss power trap. Yeah!
When we're running back to the sidelines, I looked at Hank, and Hank was in his glory, and I said, "Oh my God, he'll never let anybody forget this one."
Was that there, boys? The old mentor?
You saw it again on television.
Yo, Coach pumped it in there, boys. Come on, get him out of there, Lenny. Hey, these guys can't move the ball against us. Let's do the job on it, baby. Too much leakage on that play. What's the matter with that snap? We blew two of them down there. They looked like they were late. Bad. Very bad. We're catching them moving a little bit. They're not ready for that quick count. Make sure you mark it right. Oh, you lost your place. Measure it. Take the chains out there. How in the world can all six of you miss a play like that? All six of you miss a play.
You got to see Hank Stram at his best.
You did good. You did good. You marked it good.
He was the mentor. He was the guy who led the show.
That's good. You marked it good. You marked it good. You did a hell of a job. Nice going.
What's he excited about? Well, it took the next April for me to find out why he was doing that.
In Super Bowl IV, Hank Stram lit a fire under his football team with a coaching performance that will endure the ages.
That's it, boys. That's it, Rats. That's it, boys.
We didn't win the game because I was wired for sound. We won the game because of how the players played.
How sweet it is. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank